Hey, good morning, YouTube. It is now Monday. Yeah, Sunday I didn't record. I didn't record at all. But I did, however, have a visitor. Go Price. You've seen him in the comments. If you ever read through the comments, you'll see someone _store Price and some number behind his name. He's a IC with Schneider, and he's commented throughout my adventure and given me tips and tricks and so forth and advice. And it's one of the people that's really supported me through my venture and helped me learn and educate me. So. But he was in the yard, and he's like, he commented on yesterday's video when it went live. He's like, hey, I see your truck in the yard. I'll hit you up whenever you're up and about. And I just woke up from a nap when I looked at my phone for notifications, and I was like, bro, hell yeah, I'd love to meet you. So he came over and we talked once, the first time about 30-40 minutes, and he went back to his truck, and then I was like, shit, I forgot to give him a number, because people that I don't talk to everybody outside of YouTube, but there's people that I use my gut for. If I sense they're good people, yeah, I'll give them my number. They can reach me whenever they want and all that shit. And I was like, I messaged them on the YouTube, like, bro, I forgot to give you my number so you can call me if you ever wanted to. And I was like, shoot me an email. So I didn't want to put my number in the comments, of course. So his email was walking back to my truck. He's parked over there. I'm parked over here in front of the shop. He walked back over, we changed numbers, we talked for another 30-40 minutes. So it's real good. I told y'all before, man, if y'all see me, say hi to me. If you see my truck and you shoot me a message or something, and when I see it, I respond. And if you're in a position to where you got time to hang out or whatever and chill and chat, hey, let's just chill and chat for a little bit. I love that shit. So yeah, it's Monday morning. It's 9:30 right now. My pickup window for my appointment over at Becton, Dickinson and Company in Plainfield, Indiana, is between 12 and 7, noon and 1900. So I'm just now here I'm still at the Indianapolis OC. And my first task is to find an empty, which by looking at the find an empty program that we have here, doesn't look very promising, even though a couple of the ones that I saw last night, the higher number, the newer trailers are still showing up. One of which I can tell is already attached to a trailer. Number two seems to be out of service. So I don't know. I'm going to, or under maintenance is what it's listed as. So I'm going to go check them out and see if they are indeed under maintenance, and if they are, see if we can get them, whatever the problem is, fixed really quickly. So let me go search for an empty, because I want to go. I don't feel like cooking this morning, so I'm probably going to go. There's no truck stops along my route to where I'm going. I mean, I could alter my route and go straight down, but it don't make any sense to do, because I'm only 25 miles away from pickup. And it's right off of 70. There's no truck stops on the way. I'll probably just walk into the OC here and grab something from the diner. Let me go find an empty first. Be back with you in a little bit. Alright, we just hooked up to an empty. And now there's empties on this lot. There's a lot of them pending defects or what have you, and a lot of them are just down for maintenance or whatever. So even this trailer here was pending defects for a trailer frame. For a trailer frame issue. So I called the shop. It's the advantage of picking up an empty that's questionable because of the system, is you can call that shop and they can look into it, and you can always do that SEM as well, but getting through the SEM is ridiculous. Getting through a shop advisor is easier. So right now I'm just doing a brake test, checking to see if my the walk and roll if you need be. Now that all the wheels are free, I'm going to back up just a little bit to get out of the drive. Alright, about 10 feet is all I needed. Now I put it in neutral, shut the engine off, Turn the key back in the on position. Press the brake, watch the air gauge. Hold it for a minute. It shouldn't drop any more than 4 psi over the 1 minute. It's an empty trailer. And it's now 10:08 in the AM. The air needle hasn't moved at all, so let's do, as 2024, we got disc brakes. Be sure to turn HSA off on your console here, otherwise you're gonna pump 100 plus times. This way it's like 25 to 30. Pump it all the way down to both air lines pop out, air knobs. Trailer. Oh, they both came out at the same time. That happens. In this truck, I've rarely seen both of them pop out at the same time. Usually the trailer will pop out around 40 and the tractor will pop out around 30, 25 to 30. As long as they both pop out before you get below 20, that tells you that the tractor trailer valve is in working order. Tractor protection valve, TPV. The correct way to check that is to leave your engine running, get out and chalk your wheels, come back here and put it in neutral, and go back there and undo the red line. Keep your brakes released, undo the red line, and if they test you on DOT, they'll get up here and they'll watch your needle. If it drops below 20, your tractor protection valve is not good. And I've recently just learned that this year because that was the big hitting point off Blitz Week. The next one is in August. It's going to be all about brakes. So that TP valve is truck protection valve, is something that you just don't learn about during your training and your schooling. Jelly rolls. So that was something that I learned, and that's a big out of service and it's a costly fix too to get someone to come out. So all we're going to do now is pump up the brakes, let the system get up to date, update my task, workflow. Time is 10:10. You know what? Every time I seem to look at the clock, whether it be AM or PM, I'll notice the time 10:10 quite often. Now, what does 10:10 represent for me? One, it was my anniversary when I was married, October 10th. Old lady's birthday is October 27th. But also 1010 was the emergency call out code when I was driving a taxi. When it was just radios and not digital. 1010, you call in the dispatcher, they need you an emergency, they find your location, they send cops or EMS, whatever out to you. I don't know, I don't know what it is. I look at the clock, I notice the time of 1010 more than any other time I look at the clock ever. I don't know why. It's just weird. So maybe the 1010 was telling me with the wife that get the hell away, it's emergency, it's a bad idea, it's emergency, it's emergency. So, who knows? We're gonna let this thing air up. We're gonna head out because it's now 10:11. We are 24.3 miles away from Beckton and Dickinson and Company in Plainfield, Indiana. But I'm gonna go up here. If there's a spot up next to the building, I'll stop here and I'll go in and grab a breakfast, some sort of breakfast. So, but yeah, we'll keep throughout the day. This may be day of upload. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Since I've kind of knocked myself out of ketosis over the weekend, I even had a couple sodas, and pretty much I got eggs and bacon left in the fridge. I need to update my Walmart order, but I have noticed on this way of eating, my food bill's kind of gone up. Meat's expensive, right? My food bill's gone up. That along with the inflation prices of Walmart. I mean, I'm probably paying a good 30-40% more than I was 4 months ago for pretty much the same shit. Anyway, I went inside the OC here because I'm like, okay, I haven't had a breakfast burrito in a while, or one made somewhere else without the Mission tortillas. and I haven't had no taters in a while. So okay, let's go. Cause they, you know, you go to OC, you go to one of these diners, get a nice fat ass breakfast burrito, you get tater tots or some home fries or whatever they are. Well, they stop that. Now you get a freaking hash brown. I mean, I've already took 2 bites out of it, but I will say it's kind of a different taste. It tastes like I might have onions or something in it. But either that or they fried it in a fat right after making some onion rings. I don't know. But yeah, I got a burrito and I got a hash brown. It's 10:38. I was just talking to a company driver. He's a jet set driver. He's out of Flagstaff, Arizona. He's going to work out of Charlotte for a while. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat this burrito. It's 10:39 now. It's 44 minutes till where I gotta go. 44.3 miles. Truck capacity in about 43 minutes. I have to take 465 around from where I'm at. Get on the west side. Yeah, we'll take 70 west straight across. 465 to 70 west and go down, and we're good. We're not far from the place. So I'm gonna eat breakfast. By the time I'm done, it'll be about 11 o'clock. I should get there about 11:30 or 11:40. The window is from 12 to 7, so hopefully they'll have the damn thing done by the time I get there and I ain't gotta wait. Because my plan today is to get down maybe as far as West Memphis this evening. That's 480 miles from where I'm at right now. Now, if I can make it all the way to 100 miles past that, which is where Nick's Barbecue is, Catfish and Barbecue, I just need to get that out of my head. That ain't gonna happen. I've been damn near 600 miles, and I'm already, yeah, I won't have enough time to do that even if I could. So that's it. I'm just going to try to get to West Memphis tonight, and we'll see how that works out. It's going to depend on traffic and weather and what time I can get this load and all that good stuff. But you're here with me. Let's go. All right, we are here. We are at the pickup, and they told me at the gate that my trailer is in the dock. They haven't started loading it yet. So, again, they said in their appointment window they had it set for a hard 7. I said, well, my window says 12 to 7. They said, well, we have it for noon. So, anyhow, I got here about 10 minutes till, because it's just now noon. I went ahead and dropped off. Well, I've been at the guard shack since about 11:30. I just dropped off my empty over there. She said I can pull in front of my trailer, which is in the dock 8. Pull in front of it, stage up, just don't connect to the trailer until the light turns green. Now, she did tell me then they hadn't started loading it yet, but in the 30 minutes it took me to go ahead and do post-trip, drop that trailer off and come over here and stage up. I noticed the light was green, so I just called them and said, hey, listen, I know green means go, but she also told me that they hadn't started loading my trailer yet, but I'm in front of it now and the light is green. So by some miraculous thing, have they loaded that trailer in the last 30 minutes? Or have they still not got to it? He says they still haven't got to it. So I need to stay here, pay attention to the light when it turns red, and then when it turns green again, I can connect to it, pull out to the shack, get my paperwork. Problem is, like we talked about earlier, how long is it going to take to get this thing done? She did say usually they have their loads, their preloaded orders done about a day ahead of time. They're just behind schedule. So we shall see. Though it's a light load. It's like 15,500 and blah blah blah. 15,678 pounds. It's medical supplies. So once you get off here, because we're right off 70, about a mile and a half off 70. I'm gonna go back out, hit 70 west, hit 57 south, hit 55, around in Sykeston, Missouri area, 55 down into Memphis, and take 40 west to, like I said, the plan is to get to West Memphis tonight, depending on how long it takes to get out of here. And then once we leave Memphis, we'll take 40 west all the way into Little Rock and go south on 59 all the way into Houston. So I've been looking at the radar the past couple of days because Houston, Texas has been getting hit with a lot of storms and hurricanes and shit, tornadoes over the past few weeks. I've been looking at the radar. So far, it hasn't been much rain over the past few days. So hopefully that storm season's kind of out the window, because 59 can flood. There's a lot of parts of 59 that can flood easily. So we'll see how the weather goes. This is scheduled for a 5 a.m. delivery Wednesday morning on June the 5th. You know, I usually don't like those early ass morning loads, but the decent thing about that is I can get in there and get unloaded quickly. I'm jinxing myself for saying quickly now. Hopefully be out there by 8, 9 o'clock at the latest, and I have all day to get another load to get out of Houston, out of Texas. So I need a solid week. I'm trying to plan a solid week together. I'd like to get a 6K week. That'd be ideal. And what that would do is it will eliminate all deficit that I have. They'll like Schneider, well, they won't take all of it at once. They'll work with me. They'll say, hey, if I can get like a 5 or 6K week, I'm just gonna be like, yo, hey, take it all. Take it all. So I can get back to even. That's the plan. So anyway, I'm in the dock waiting for that light to turn red so I know they start working on me. But I hate not knowing. That's the thing. 10-10. 10-10. Remember what I said about 10-10 earlier? I noticed that number all the damn time. And in 25 years of my life, 10-10 was a bad number. It was an emergency number, so I don't know. Maybe it's my mind's looking for it. And I'm right in front of it. What the hell? Stick around, y'all. We'll see what happens next. All right, so I've been in this dock now for 45 minutes. They just, the light just went red about 5 minutes ago. I was busy pulling footage from the dash cam, so I couldn't, so it's been about 5, maybe 10 minutes they started, my light went red. So now, once it goes green, I can connect to the trailer, yank it out, close the doors, and go to the guard shack and get my paperwork. Hopefully, it doesn't take long. And hopefully I can be off property by 1:15. That's 30 minutes from now, so hopefully that works out. But we shall see. Catch you a little bit. It's been an hour. 1:40. At 1:15, hopefully the thing was going to happen. It didn't happen. So I'm sitting here watching on Netflix Godzilla -1. I'm only about 30-40 minutes into it, so I'm unsure what the -1 part is yet. But you know, and it's all voice dubbed, American English dubbed. It's a Japanese movie, so of course it's recorded in Japanese, and they got English dubs over it. Also got subtitles on. Just I don't know why I like having subtitles, because sometimes, a lot of times in movies, it's really low and it's hard for me to hear, so I read it. Anyhow, not sure how much longer I'm going to be here, but I do know we're crossing over to Central Time. I shouldn't have any problem at all getting to West Memphis, because I got 10 hours left of my 14. Drive time, and only going to be about 7 hours to get there if everything goes well. So we'll see. But I'm still in the dock, waiting to get it loaded. All right, we're loaded. Let's go back and see what we got as we pre-trip this thing as well. Blink, damn you. There we go, blink. Check some tires. Okay. Little thing. Oh, the hooks broke off right there. Paperwork will be up front. At the guard shack. Here's a seal. Or a seal anyway. I won't put the seal on until I get up front. Oh, check the rear lights. All right, both brake lights work. Or signal lights, brake lights, all 5 up top work. Check this license plate light. Yep. All right, you blink. There you go. Blinky, blinky. All right, man, it's definitely bug season, bro. I mean, splash, 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 splash. I mean, I hear it up on the hood. I hear it on the truck. I am now in at a truck wash in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Not a Blue Beacon, but it's a truck wash nonetheless. And I haven't washed the thing in over a month, and these bugs are just kicking my windshield's ass, and my wipers ain't doing with the crap, and my fluid. I'm gonna get a wash, even though I feel like it's gonna get just bug guts galore. On down the road, but you know what? It needs to be one. She needs a bath. He needs a bath. I keep calling her she, he, I, whatever I decided to call it at the time. But this is my boy, Big Blue. You gotta clean him up. So that's what I'm gonna do. After I leave here, I'm gonna pull over to the Flying J. There's a Flying J, and there's a TA, and there's something else around here. TA, Pilot, and a Flying J. Now this Flying J is part of like a Huck's place. Where's the sign at? Huck's Market or something or other. I've passed that place many times. I've never stopped there, but on the way out, I'm gonna stop in there because it says Huck's Market. I wonder if it's got like groceries and shit. And if it does, I might grab a few grocery items. I'm not really sure what the market part means, but we'll figure out when we get in there. But I've only been driving about a little over 3 hours. I got 250 miles to go before my goal is West Memphis. And I just booked a load here from Houston on Wednesday morning to Glendale, West Virginia. That's that load I did there a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago. What is that? Details of that trip. 1,300 miles. This trip's like $1.70 something a mile. What's the weight? I don't remember. Because I booked it quickly. 31,000 pounds. From South Atlantic Services to the Warren Distribution Center. Like I said, I was up there a few weeks ago in Wheeling, West Virginia. So, and I do know up there. Now that's gonna be a tight one. It's like a 10 a.m. live load on Wednesday morning because I got my 5 a.m. This load here is a 5 a.m. live unload, and 35 miles away to go over here for a 10 a.m. live load, and it's on Wednesday the 5th, and this is scheduled to be delivered Friday the 11th before 11 a.m. But that's a drop and hook there. It's not a live unload like my last one was a live unload. What was that last thing? Because I remember unloading it. The live unloads. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But we'll figure it out when we get there. So I'll be keeping this trailer. This is a decent trailer. It's not a big deal. It's the stop details on this thing. See more info tab. Must wear closed-toe shoes. All right, guys, don't be wearing flip-flops. It says these shippers are already telling you already in our notes. Must wear closed-toe shoes for pickup and delivery. Stop wearing flip-flops as shippers. What does Ike say? Real truckers don't wear flip-flops? Whatever. I mean, there's times where flip-flops are fine, okay? And you're driving all damn day. You want to be comfortable. Wear your slides while you're driving. Some will say, yeah, don't do that either. But you know, what if you get in a wreck or whatever, and all of a sudden you're in flip-flops, you need boots on, whatever. But you want to be comfortable while you're out here. And even when you're on the ground at a truck stop, wear your flip-flops all you want. But just don't wear them at the shipper or receiver. Don't wear them at the customer, man. Look professional. Or as professional as you can be. You ain't got to be in a suit and none of that crap. Just wear shoes. Anyway, we'll talk about something here in a minute. But once we get into the wash, we'll talk about it. Well, there's one in there. One that just went. Well, when I pulled up, I had two in front of me, and there was one inside the bay. So now that one in the bay is gone. There's a new one in the bay. So now I got one in the bay, one in front of me, and to me. What I want to talk about is somebody sent me a message earlier. I believe his name was Jason. Email. And he asked me, you know, he was asking my thoughts about, you know, he's a company, he's thinking about IC, you know, what are the strengths, you know, asking my opinion of what he should do. Now, I won't ever try to discourage anybody with nothing, right? Same way on Facebook when people come in asking, you know, hey, I'm thinking about going IC, get out of company and all that. I post response. I don't post responses to those questions a lot. But when I do, it's pretty much this, you know. I mean, right now, if I could go back 5 months, I probably would have waited a little while longer, right? Because, don't get me wrong, I'm doing okay, and the freedom of being able to choose my loads and go where I want to go, when I want to go, that right there, to me, is more valuable than the money. Now, with that said, I'm just not making the money that I should be as an owner-op. I see, whatever you want to call it. But for me, the freedom and the control outweighs that. And I know down the road it's going to get better. In one form or another. Whether I have to switch out or this load board, Schneider fixes their load board and everything becomes all hunky-dory again. Or what. I know it will get better. And surviving in this market, if you can survive right now, then great. It should be second nature to you and a little more easier down the road. But again, I said, do all your research. It's okay to ask for opinions, but at the end of the day, ultimately, it's your decision to make what you think is the best choice for you and your life. Nobody else. Don't take everybody's opinions, saying don't do it, stay away, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Listen, people can say, hey, if they're open with you, they say, hey, it's pretty rough. Some of them are in certain areas. They only run certain little areas because they live their area, and they're able to make it a little bit better than someone like me. Like, I'm random. I'm 100% fucking random, right? Why? Because my home is my truck, so I go everywhere. Now, I need, and I will, hopefully by the end of the year, I will have settled down again somewhere. And once I do that, I'll be able to get my little triangle thing going on if I want to be home weekly or bi-weekly or whatever. So, but until then, giant bugs, man. I got giant bugs attacking me, and I'm just sitting here. I got giant bugs attacking me. Guts. Why I didn't go get any webcam footage or dash cam footage is because there's bug guts smeared all over my windshield. But I will tell you, should you go into lease operator right now? It's 100% your opinion. I mean, your decision. Look at these giant ass bugs. Why are you on my truck? Yes, my truck is pretty. Stay out of it. It just slid off. It's just what do you want? You know, if you want to go lease, and you know, people have been honest with you, the market's rough right now, and you know the market's rough because if everybody's saying it, nobody's, you know what I'm saying? It's not. Come on, right? I also got people coming into these groups saying, hey, how is it over in such and such company? I'm thinking about swapping over. I'm like, listen, do you really think somebody's going to say, hey, it's great, come on over? No, they're not going to tell you that. Because if it's great where they're at, they're going to keep it to themselves because they don't want no more competition to change their numbers. So remember that too. Don't ask somebody, is it great at some other company versus this other company? How's the load board over here versus here? Nobody's going to be honest with you, man. They're not. So do your research, ask your questions, but just expect, if you're trying to get very, very specific when it comes to numbers, nobody's going to help you on that aspect because they don't want more competition. That's just the way it is. Turn that squawk box down. But that's just the way it is. I'll never lie. And you know, I show my numbers. I'm not showing March or May because hell, I only worked 2 weeks in May. I was down for 2 damn weeks because of damage. And then engine problems. So, well, DOT, damage, and engine problems. These last 2 weeks I ain't done nothing. So it's my first freaking trip in 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 3 days. Remember that whole thing about conditioning and driving? I'm 3 hours in and I'm like, fuck. I was ready to pull over just to go do this. Then I decided when I got closer to go ahead and get a truck wash. And I know that I didn't see a beacon. I got on the radio. I was like, because I knew this exit here I saw has got 1, 2, 3, 4 truck stops here. Quick Trip, Pilot, a TA, and a Flying J. I thought, you think in all these truck stops there'd be a freaking blue beacon around here, right? I went over to CB and somebody's like, no, there's not a blue beacon, but there is a truck wash behind the Freightliner. And I didn't, you know, I don't know this area. So I kind of looked to the left. I saw a Freightliner. Then I saw a yellow sign that says, truck wash, and above it it's like Roman numeral 18 XVIII wheelers, so 18 wheelers truck wash. That's cool. So I don't know what the price is going to be here versus a blue beacon. Beacon usually about 80 bucks after tire shine and engine bay and all that crap, so we'll see what they do here. And I'm expecting to pay about 80 bucks, but whatever. We got to get big boy looking pretty, and hopefully he can stay pretty for a while. Anyway, let me get this going. I'm gonna hop over to Huck's at this truck, this Flying J dealer, and see if they have any type of groceries in there. But I'm gonna have to grab some kind of food. It's 5 o'clock and I'm hungry, so yep. Well, they don't do tire shine or tire wax, so they got they need a Rain-X for the wash and hand wash and all that. Oh, look at him shining. The wheels are all shiny again. He's clean. Look at old Blue. Oh, shiny, shiny, shiny. I need to get hubcaps. That's the next thing I'm going to purchase for the truck is hubcaps for the drives and the steers. So I was mistaken about this Huck's thing. It's not Huck's Market, it's Huck's Kitchen. We're gonna walk in here and see what's up. Actually, it's all Huck's Kitchen, Huck's Market. We'll figure it out. All right, so we went inside. I want to get in out of the kitchen. I got some chicken wings. I got a 6-piece chicken wing, and I got some potato wedges, and some water, and I got me a Bang Delish Strawberry Kiss. I remember when this first came out. I was on a kick there a few years back on my other TikTok, and I went through all the flavors at that time. I did a review on every single flavor there was of Bang, and I was like, hey, you want to bang or bang with me? That's kind of the name of the series. But yeah, this was really freaking good, I remember. So I got that. I'm gonna kind of hang out here, and I was debating on. I was just now looking. I was like, can I just? Because I'm pretty. I mean, I feel I can go to sleep. I'm pretty tired. Problem is, I'm still 800 miles away from drop off. What I have as my destination after the West Memphis OC, which I just took out, was my park stop in New Caney, which is 30 miles away from delivery for Wednesday morning, about 40 miles away. So my initial plan was to get up around 4 a.m. or leave out of New Caney about 4 a.m. so I can be there by 5, right? So I took out the West Memphis. Right now I'm 774 miles away from that New Caney truck stop, so I can't stop here and be there on time. So I'm gonna eat this. I still got 4 hours left, 4 hours and 45 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So I don't like driving that late, but I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna go to West Memphis, just so I can be where I need to be. Problem is, if I do that, no, not a problem. I won't get there till about 9, 10 o'clock. Have to be on duty. Come right off my 10 around 8 a.m. I got to get it right to where I can get there to New Caney and get off before 6 p.m. so I can come back on, or even earlier, 5 p.m. so I can come back on 10 hours later and continue on the delivery. So I can't stay here. I can't. The time's not going to allow me to. So I'm gonna eat this and move forward. All right, YouTube. It is right now. It's 10:45 Central Time, 11:45 Eastern Time, which is the day where my time started. Is 11 Eastern Time today. So parked, went off duty at 10:16. I am at West Memphis. 10:16 Central Time, so that means I can go back on duty at 8:16 in the morning. Long day, just tired. I'm usually not out this late, but I got here. And, you know, I was just talking to KO for the past 30-40 minutes when I got here, and I don't know, we're talking about random shit. But part of our conversation was about 30-40 long videos, and where we both kind of like keeping our videos around the 20-25 minute mark. And I was like, speaking of which, and I went to look at my footage today. This video is 40 minutes long, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's why you notice there's not a lot of road footage, because I've been talking too damn much. And honestly, I'm too tired to go through all of it to figure out what to cut out, what to keep. So I'm just keeping it as is. So I do apologize for having a 40-minute video. If this was like a multi-day vlog, like Monday, like when I was doing 2 days a week, then a 40-minute video I wouldn't feel so bad. But for one damn day having a 40-minute video, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But if you're still here, say Rand McNally. Rand McNally. Say that. If you're still here, say Rand McNally. But I appreciate all your watch. I appreciate all the support. And Go Price, I've been saying alligators all damn day long. And that's y'all your fault. So anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.